Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for Ahsoka, episode 5. Major spoiler warning: if you have not seen the episode, go watch it and then come back. I will be talking about the episode in all spoiler details, so if you have not seen it, do not watch this video. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, I thought the last two episodes were really good. Episodes 3 and 4 I thought were really great. And I thought the first two were okay, so you know I'm liking the show so far. This one, I tell you, I didn't like it as much as I liked the last episode. I probably liked it as much as I liked episode 3, maybe a little bit less. I know. I feel bad saying it because everybody seems to love this episode, and it's not that I don't get why. I definitely understand why everybody loves it. I don't know. It's something about it felt a little bit. I don't want to say cheap, but just like it felt like, oh look, if we put this in here, they'll love it. You know, like we had, for example, I'll just quickly say now, we had Tamora Morrison back as like a clone, right? It was just a little voice thing, but it was like, you know, it's a cameo. I understand that it makes sense that he's there, but it just didn't feel genuine. It just felt like, oh my god, look, it's Tamora Morrison as a clone, and so it just felt a little bit ingenuine, and I don't even know if that's a word, but I found it hard to really connect. And I guess maybe because I haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars for that matter, I don't connect with the Ahsoka and Anakin relationship. I mean, I know about it. I know that Anakin was Ahsoka's master, so like, yeah, master and apprentice, and that she was his Padawan, and so I understand that. But I guess because I haven't seen Rebels and Clone Wars, I don't connect with it. I don't see the connection. I don't, see the chemistry, and not to mention Hayden Christensen and Ariana Greenblatt, the actress who plays the young Gamora. She also plays young Gamora, but I mean young Ahsoka. They don't have any they don't have any chemistry, and it's not really their fault. But like, they haven't been on screen together before, so it's like we're watching these characters who are supposed to know each other, but these actors have never met. They don't. It's hard to connect with, and it's hard to see them as the characters that are in Rebels and Clone Wars. And so I suppose that's why I'm having a harder time with this episode. I definitely thought, I thought the action was cool. I thought, although some of it was a bit slow moving, I thought, that's, if you compare these lightsaber fights to the ones in the prequels, for example, which were pretty amazingly choreographed. Well, some of them were. Well, most of them were. There were some that were a bit iffy. But, look at me talking like I'm a stunt man. I obviously have no clue how to coordinate a fight like these people do, but it's, still. On that note, it just felt, a little bit slow. Some of the movement felt a bit schlocky, but for the most part, it was really cool, and the VFX looked great on the lightsabers. For some reason, the VFX look a lot better in this episode and last episode than they did in like episodes 1 and 2. I wonder if that's like, maybe that's just me, or is that like actually happening? But yeah, so I thought the action was cool. I thought some of the sets were really good, like the green screen, or not green screen, the volume. They use a mixture of both in this show, I'm pretty sure. That looks really good, and obviously it's Star Wars. It's going to be visually good, right? It's going to be visually appealing. It's going to be, right? So that's not really a comment on the story, but from a practical standpoint, I thought the action was good, and I thought a lot of the effects were really great as well. I personally didn't, not that I didn't like, but I didn't connect with Ariana Greenblatt's performance. I didn't see how that character and the Ahsoka that we've been watching throughout the show are the same person, right? They did not seem the same at all. And look, people say that Ahsoka is very different in Rebels and Clone Wars than she is in this show, and look, I haven't seen it, so I really can't comment on that. And I think that's something else that's frustrating about this show, is that I hear mixed things. Some people are like, oh, you don't need to watch Rebels or Clone Wars at all to understand this show and like it and fully connect with it. But then others say that you do, and I am definitely on the side that you really probably do need to watch Rebels and Clone Wars to be able to fully understand and fully connect with the show and the characters. So I guess, and the things that are new in the show, like Baylan and Shin Hati, they were not in this episode at all. So the things I had grown to connect with sort of were absent in this episode. It was all basically based on things that, already established things and already established shows. So it was just harder to, grasp, I guess. But yeah, again, I'm being very negative. I still enjoyed the dialogue. I enjoyed what Ahsoka had to do with, choose, you live or die. I appreciate that. I thought that was done well. I thought the stuff with Vader and Anakin was really cool, like how they match cut, they did it a few times, they match cut Anakin with Vader, like in the same shot. I thought that was really cool. It looked badass. It was really done really well. I thought the part where Anakin has the red lightsaber and his eyes are glowing, you know, he is Vader in that moment. I thought that was also really good and really cool, done very well. I like the imagery of the world between worlds. I think the VFX looked great. And I thought, you know, the stuff with Hera and her son, I wasn't really connecting to. I kind of just wanted to get back to the stuff with Anakin and Ahsoka. But, you know, I suppose you got to do what you got to do. You know, I mean, it's to push the plot further. I just found it not engaging rather. Also, I noticed they mentioned General Organa, so little Leia reference there for anyone who knows the name, which pretty much everyone. But yeah, so the episode pretty much ends with Ahsoka, you know. Oh, by the way, we see Ahsoka for the first time without her little headband on. So we see like her, whatever they're called on her head, like match with her face. And it's very jarring to see for the first time. But yeah, so the episode ends with Ahsoka basically harness the ability of a Star Whale to travel at light speed to take them to Ezra's and Thrawn's location. So we'll see how that goes next episode. I am interested rather than excited because I didn't love this episode, but I am interested to see what happens. So yeah, that's it for my review of Ahsoka episode 5. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I know a lot of people are going to disagree. Pretty much everybody loved this show from what I've seen on Twitter. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Turn on post notifications if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.